The goal, money pucks just based off the expected goals. Win here, 5-1 as we see coming out of the lineup. It kind of opens the door. Previous guys had. So this one didn't start, a bit of a slow start as well. JT Miller went to the box for slashing. Fortunately, the Canucks killed it. And Demko makes just such a crazy save where the puck is barely trickling towards the goal line out in front, and eventually Eichel gets it, he scores it, and it's 1-0 Vegas, just past the halfway mark of the first period. Stop me if you've heard this before. Thatcher Demko making some beautiful saves, but the team just used that idea and completely go against the grain. Because Ben Hutton, towards the end of the first period, went to the box for holding. There's no quick using the power play, so what do? They throw out OEL to be the top of the umbrella. He's anchoring the first unit now, and you can really see a difference in the way that OEL mans the point compared to Quinn. Quinn likes to hold on to the puck, he likes to shift around, he is usually every second pass when the Canucks are on a power play. OEL, not necessarily the same. He gets shots for...
你好，我是刘思慕。我没有像我父母期待的那样在 Google 找份工作，但是我现在为 Google Pixel 6拍广告，差不多吧。你可能会问，为什么这个广？
And he tries to move it to different players, not just the same left, middle, right, middle. Left, middle kind of movement. OEL takes a long shot. There's a rebound out in front, and Horvat is right there after giving the screen, who has an open net to bury it in. It's 1-1. Horvat from OEL and Elias Pettersson, and then as quick as you could process the actual results coming onto the board here, the Vancouver Canucks score again. It's Brad Richardson getting his first goal as a Vancouver Canuck in 8 years, something like that. Like, it's crazy just even remembering that Brad Richardson is on this team. But there's a giveaway by Vegas in their own zone. Garland with the steal. Richardson passes it to Dickinson in the slot. Dickinson fans on the shot, but Richardson is right there on the rebound to give the Canucks the 2-1 lead 17 seconds after they tied it 1-1. The Canucks get themselves another power play towards the end of the first, but it doesn't really work. They can't break in, they can't control, and it's kind of the dichotomy between two power plays in the first period for Vancouver. The second period, though, is filled with more of some of the same patterns we have seen, but Demko makes another point-blank save. Then you give it a few more minutes. It's Tanner Pearson in his own zone trying to break it out. He's got Nick Waugh all over him. But Waugh is kind of in a precarious position because he's got his arms wrapped around Pearson. He's got the stick kind of hooked in there. And so Pearson, the NHL veteran that he is, he recognizes this. And he starts to skate forward a little bit more, and he forces Waugh to drop his stick. Pearson knows that if Waugh continues holding onto his stick, then that's going to be a penalty. So Waugh drops it. It gives Pearson some room to break out. Pearson, just right outside the offensive zone, drops the puck down for Miller, who comes in. He sends it to the right side, where Elias Pettersson holds onto it for a little bit. And Elias Pettersson, oh my goodness, he dangles it. Left, right, you know, he's going backhand, forehand while teasing the puck on the right side, and then he throws it right into the middle for Tanner Pearson, a beautiful one-time feed. Pearson, across the body shot, he scores. It's 3-1 here off of a great shot, but an even better pass by Elias Pettersson, drawing all the focus from Vegas towards himself and bamboozling everyone with the centering pass. This is about the halfway mark of the game, and I believe the Vegas total shot count at this point is like only 9 shots on goal. So Vancouver, even though Demko had to make a few magnificent saves like we know he's capable of doing, they capitalized on their chances. Vegas did not, and they had a 3-1 lead because of it. The Canucks had some good chances towards the end of the second period as well, too. Horvat got a chance by himself in front on the rush. It was saved by Lehner, but it was a close one. And then you had yourselves JT Miller, who was skating towards the Vegas blue line in the Vegas zone. So he's skating just down the boards. He drops it over at the point for OEL, who takes the puck, comes forward with it a little bit, and instead of just shooting it because he's got a lane to the net, he passes it right into the slot for Elias Pettersson, who just evaded Jack Eichel, went around the net, and found himself all alone with the open cage. Elias Pettersson, stick on the ice, open net, he makes no mistake. It's 4-1 Vancouver, and JT Miller has 2 points on the night. Now, I get it, PD has 3 points as well, so good for him, but like Miller, he's getting up there with 84 points on the year, and this one was a very nice one to put that number up. The second period comes to an end, and Vancouver has a 4-1 lead. Like, how the hell is this possible? Vegas had their chances, they just couldn't capitalize on them. Vancouver was playing up with physicality, you had some Burrows and Hunt hits that were going out there, making some damage on Vegas. And then in the third period, we had ourselves another penalty. It's Elias Pettersson who draws a McNabb call. Canucks go to the power play, and they score again. Like, what? Are you kidding me? There's a turnover off the Vegas dump-out attempt, and Alex Chason gets it right in front. He refuses to shoot. Later commits the Chason, and Chason makes a cheeky little behind-the-back pass to Elias Pettersson, who's got an open cage. He shoots it. He scores the 4th point of the night for Elias Pettersson, and it's 5-1 Vancouver. 2 goals, 2 assists for Petey. There are some Bruce, there it is chance in the arena, and I think when the game becomes 5-1, you start to realize, okay, Vancouver's going to win. Like, there are 20 minutes left here. You don't usually see teams come back down 5-1 and winning, unless, of course, you're Florida against Toronto. Actually, it's pretty much just any team against Toronto. But Vegas still tried to keep their playoff hopes alive. Went out there with a few great chances in the third period. You had some one-timers in front, Shea Theodore. You had Jack Eichel over there, too. Demko made some crazy saves on all these opportunities. Vegas had a 5-on-3 opportunity for about a minute, and they couldn't convert there either. And it's just Demko, Demko, Demko. You had way too many pucks getting across the crease there, forcing Demko to either make a spread eagle save or a stacking the pads, extend your arms out in front of you kind of save. There was this one play on the power play where Demko made a desperation stop after the puck took a tip off the post. He had the guy who was left with no stick and stopped the rebound. And the Vancouver Canucks ultimately win this one, 5-1. As we said, Money Puck had the deserve to win meter at like 52-something% for Vegas up until like the last bit of the game there. This is the first time the Vancouver Canucks have ever beaten the Vegas Golden Knights in regulation in the regular season ever. There were those playoff wins, yes, but the regular season, the first time ever? My goodness. Now, Vegas sits with 82 points in 72 games played. They are still out of the wild card, and they are still out of the Pacific top 3. So, this team, with 10 games remaining, is barely hanging on to the postseason. They've got like a 50% chance of making the dance at this point, and Vancouver coming in here and ending their 5-game winning streak with a regulation loss is certainly not going to bode well if you're cheering for this Vegas team to make that dance. Peter DeBoer, the watch for him is on, eh? That guy's coming out here with a team that is just on the outside looking in, and I wonder if this guy does not survive the Vegas Golden Knights experiment for 22-23. And there's no Bruce Boudreau in Vancouver. Is there an opportunity that we can see some sort of a fit there? I'm just kind of speculating here, spitting off the top of my head. But either way, this was a game that I was ready to go out and just completely erase from my memory when I saw the game starting up and I saw no Hughes, no Besser, etc. I was ready to tap out, but like, no, the Canucks win. Let me know in the comments all your thoughts about this game over here. Vancouver 5-1 over the Vegas Golden Knights. Petey with 4 points, and Jack Eichel trying to do everything he can. It just isn't good enough, though. I hope you enjoyed. This was Trolls 99, and bye. Exposed you in book. We're ashamed this quick and easy Washington things. It took a lot of hard work to get here, but our beginnings were never helpful. We always gave our all to any obstacle that crossed our path. We overcame even the toughest. German, back on the left side. Back to the forward line. The city on goal. Now it's we're underway. He was checked as he let go off the field of state. Michael Norway Miller back to the fans. They believe in the drop. There'll be a slashing call to the Canucks number 9. Just over 8 minutes left in the first, no score. The 11th after that for the Canucks. The center pass. Demko, a remarkable save rebound. Didn't get through. Eichel scores. scores, gets it right back.
And he's now got 5 goals and 7 points in the last 6 games. There's another chance here from the St. Stevenson as he had the short side cover. And center delivers the puck into the middle of the zone. Martinez reverses. Able to capture the center. And turn at the post. Goal makes a move in. And Polisar dumps the puck to the far side. Gallimar kicks it. He's young and center. Nasher and the shot down for the save. And he covers the puck. After Nicholas Waugh had that. He's good. It passes the puck to the corner. Henderson gets the puck again. Knocked down by Carlson. Expansion for the puck. Henderson gets it back to Aaron Larson. He shoots. Stop. Rebound. Horvat scores. Bo Horvat pops it in. And that's a new career high as he gets his 28 on the power play. The Canucks tie the game at 1.
Henderson takes the hit, takes the play. Goes back over to Larson. See Robin Leonard. Just can't handle it. Bo Horvat, nice screen in front. It's Leonard high. Rebound right there. Horvat saves off so he can pick it up. Provides the screen first. Bo Horvat does that. And it gets rewarded. Pile up the goals of Bo Horvat. For the power play count. 1-for-1 with
For Richardson, he scores! Brad Richardson. 2 goals in 17 seconds for the Canucks. And it's 2-1 Vancouver.
And you can see here, Cooper's reaction. That's good play by Jason Dickinson. This is Connor Garland. Slide and he's going side to side. The puck comes right to Brad Richardson off the skate and through the legs of Robin Leonard. That White Cloud had it go off his skate right to Brad Richardson.
That might have stuck. He caught the right hand and Chase on only had one. And he couldn't get it to go. Now Horvat back there. Knocks 3 center. Horvat in. Cutting towards the goal. One-handed backhander stopped by Leonard. Rebound comes away from Larson. Carlson gets the puck. William Carlson. Here's White Cloud shooting and a blocker save by Carlson. Carlson over the left point. Down the board. Carlson. Here's White Cloud. Game for Carlson. Rich. Centering pass off the stick. Irons. And hit the side of the goal. Sonic loose to the near side. Here's the side. Goes away from Waugh. Delivered across to Pedersen. The trip against the scores. What a pass by Elias Pedersen. Down and through on the backhand. And Tanner Pearson, no mistake, makes it 3-1 Canucks.
Well, that all started with Tanner Pearson bringing the puck out of his own zone and Nick Waugh was coming back. And that gave Pearson some room. Waugh doesn't want to take a penalty, so he drops the stick. And now, Elias Pedersen pulls the backhand pass. Perfect pass. And Tanner Pearson doesn't stop it, doesn't give Leonard time to get set. The one-timer across the body, and that's a talent. Tanner Pearson buries that one. A pass by Elias Pedersen, and Tanner Pearson makes no mistake.
Vancouver goal. And Tanner Pearson makes it a 2-goal lead for the Canucks. 3 unanswered goals for Vancouver. Pearson has a 14. And he moves the line off the glove of Brown. Polisar is going to challenge Kyle Burrows here. As Polisar came over and briefly challenged the Canucks. I'm not sure how much Polisar wanted that fight. He's been out there for about a minute and a half. Here's Waugh. Into the Vancouver zone. Danny Yanmar kicked out by Kemper on the left half. And the loose puck off the city. Puck holds it. Here comes the Horvat. 2-on-1 Vancouver. Puck holds it. Horvat. Stopped by Leonard. And he covers the puck in the crease. Kicks it to Leonard. He's in on the left foot. DC North goes on the brakes. Still has the puck. Puts it next to Weston Larson. Protected by Pedersen. Elias Pedersen off a beautiful sit-up from all right with Larson. A goal and 2 assists for Pedersen. And you know what's on that one as well. Was the Canucks take it 4-1.
Zach White Cloud in the defense, and there's beside Pedersen. There's White Cloud, and watch out. Pedersen speaks out from behind the net, and nobody takes it. That is right on the tape, outside the crease.
a play, what a turnover. It's a 4-point game for Elias Pettersson, 2 goals and 2 assists. Fourth 4-point game of his career, and the Canucks are up 5-1.
The Canucks turned this one around. Had a scramble draw. The Knights end up winning it. But Martinez has that puck knocked down by again. Quick stick of Elias Pettersson. And what a play by Alex Stastop. Not just the backhand into the goalie and looking where the goalie ends up.
Here's the number off the screen. Wide on Burrows. Again, shot by Demko. Good first there by Jimmy Godot. Good stop by Robert Leonard. Back the other way. Marchessault. Demko sprawling in the save. Set up by Marchessault again. Back the other way comes Garland. Connor Garland on goal. Backhander and Leonard in the save. As they go into it, Vegas. Keeps it ahead of the keeps it around towards Monday. Third pass, pushing back to put it in. 2 stops in a row off the mark. There's 7 minutes left, third period. Almost gave it away. Henderson takes it wide, shoots, and that's going to do it. Somewhat historic, you'd say, John, because the first time in their history, the regular season, Elias Pettersson and the Canucks have beaten the Vegas Golden Knights in regulation. Craig Berube, he's got to make sure he keeps his team focused here tonight. Ready to go.